There we are. Look at us. We're live,
Well,
kind of.
good live, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning
We have
to
an artist
all.
with us today, David,
We do have an artist
and,
with us
and he's
today,
not in.
Stephen.
He's not from New York. I'm just letting you know. He's not. He's
No,
in.
but
He's like
he's
in.
been to New York, so no doubt you will be able to have a
Ooh,
New York. You'll be able to
two.
have your
That's
normal.
two New Yorks in less than a minute, and it was to say
Yeah,
New York again for three. That's $3. We're rich.
yeah, yeah,
I can.
yeah.
I can go to
I know.
Starbucks and get a cup.
The
Nothing.
party just keeps happening.
I
Um,
know.
uh, uh, a little bit of shall we say?
Housekeeping.
No, not so much housekeeping, but a little bit of an update as to what's happening. I met Sonda, I think about 20 years ago.
Wow. You don't look a
And
day over 1,000, David. I'm just saying.
thank you very much.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
very much.
Yes.
And although I've been sort of following him, his career since then, we haven't had that much contact. So there's
Mhm.
been, I've just been sort of dipping in and out of what he's been doing. So there's going to be a big hole in our conversation as to how I first met him
Okay.
and what he's currently doing.
All
When I
right.
first met him, he was working as an actor on the most popular and long-running Dutch soap called Goeie Tijden, Slechte Tijden.
Sure.
Um,
That's like who's your daddy? I got it. Yeah. So
and he's now shaking his head because he probably wasn't. He was on something else, but he's gonna. But anyway, he was acting when I first met him, and then he came and joined. We had a go karting club called Stars on Karts, of which
okay.
Sander was a prolific, fantastically quick driver, and won lots of things for us. And yeah, and that's about it for Sander and
Well,
myself.
well
I got the TV show wrong, so let's bring Sander in so he can update us. It's how it should be. Hi,
Sonder,
Sander.
welcome to the
Hi guys.
madness. How
So
you
no,
doing?
how you doing, guys?
Good. How you? I like that. How you doing? See, he sounds like he's from Brooklyn already. Right away, I'm gonna like this guy, Dave. I could tell.
Actually, my name in New York was Frankie Foppele.
Oh yeah, I know
Now,
Frankie. Frankie, we had dinner the other night, me and Frankie, and we had with no nose and no teeth. It was it. So,
so that was a really old fart
yeah.
with no teeth. But no, David was actually onderweg naar morgen, but it doesn't matter. It's almost the same as
Sorry, Sander,
Foppele.
I missed that because I'm playing around with my mic at the moment. I'm doing a pretty good job at it. But,
Oh, it wasn't goede tijden, slechte tijden, but onderweg naar morgen. But it doesn't
oh,
matter. It's almost the
yeah, but
same.
I remember when I first met you, but you were acting when I first met you all those years ago. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
So
true.
Sander, you're now I quick a quick look today on your profile. You're now an artist. So when did the pivot take hold? Did that happen 20 years ago, or are you sick of acting? Or can you give us a little bit of a rundown on that?
No, my mother is a painter actually.
Aha.
So I grew up with brushes and paint between my toes and in my butt creek. So
Oh yeah, I'm getting the visual. Okay, go ahead. So,
so nothing really changed. It's almost the same now. So I quit acting when I was no in 2015. Then I did production work, etc. Behind the scenes because I didn't like the acting that much anymore. Um, Being famous isn't that funny. So I thought, why not quitting and do something else? And I was painting all my life. Then I thought it could be my main thing to do instead of acting.
Okay.
very
And
cool.
yeah, so it's a bit of a strange thing, yeah, because I mean, all the guys that were racing with us then in Stars and Cars, a lot of them were soapies. A lot of them that was the fulfillment of their dream, really,
Yeah.
to be on TV, and you were extremely popular. That much I know. You if you forgive me, a heartthrob in those days. Yeah, and you stepped out of it. I mean, did you get a lot of pushback from that, or?
Oh, well, actually, it wasn't really my dream. I was working in a restaurant and we had a celebration night. We needed a Santa Claus, but the Santa Claus wasn't coming, so we needed to have some some acting things to make some shots and movies, little short movies for all the crew working there. And then the cook said, why don't we go to a casting agency and see if there's any work for us? Okay, so I went there, and the first thing somebody said was, do you want to be in a commercial? Okay, that's fine. And so next morning I was playing in a commercial, and within 4 months I was playing in Onderweg naar Morgen. So
Yeah.
that went very, very fast.
That's very
So
cool.
It wasn't really my choice, but it was fun for 15 years.
Yeah. And,
So
and,
you were literally an overnight success in 4 months.
Sorry?
You were an overnight success in 4 months.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was crazy.
That is great. And now, so you'll forgive my ignorance because I don't keep up with everything that's going on in Amsterdam and Dutch and whatnot. But are you a famous artist in that region, or are you well known? So how are you doing as an artist? I know as an actor, apparently you're very famous because David knows who you are and he knows nobody. Literally, we talk about famous actors all the time and K-pop people, and he'll be like, "Who?" I'm like, all right. So we let him go back to sleep. But so
it's an age thing, Stephen. That's the problem, you see.
I see that. But this kid,
No,
he's like he's like 15 years old. So
Yeah,
we're
I know.
okay.
I know.
So do people know you as an artist now, or they still know you as the actor from the TV series "Someone Stole My Turkey" or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
So,
To be honest, I think more as an actor.
okay.
So hopefully there's going to be a change after this afternoon. But
There you
no.
go. After you're on
Yeah.
Two Old Farts, sure, our all 12 of our global fans will know who you are, which is excellent.
No. Well,
We have a
only
reputation of launching people, but how far they travel, we don't know. But
That's right.
we do launch
That's
people
cool.
if we can.
Very cool.
I can send them just a big box, and it goes to wherever you want: New York, Singapore, Italy. I don't care.
The nice thing
Yeah.
is, depending
So you-
depending if you talk to David about this, if you want, they'll actually set up a link that'll be below, and they'll actually be able to buy and sell your artwork on our site.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're high tech. So
Perfect.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not yet famous as an artist. I'm working as an artist since I think 2007 with expos and stuff. And I'm very bad at marketing, very, very, very bad. So I like making things, but selling is not my forte.
And thank God you found Two Old Farts making noises, because
Yeah,
our
man.
forte is marketing.
Woo.
So yeah, we know how to do that. So everybody watching now is probably rolling their eyes and going, "Great, they're going to market New York and this guy." So can you show us some of your artwork and tell us?
Just before you
Yeah.
show us the artworks, and my apologies for Stephen. He has this, which I believe to be this clandestine deal he has with the New York Tourist Department, and it would appear that they're going to pay him $1 for every time he mentions that city's name.
Yeah.
So
Or you.
we do get a lot of references, and according to Stephen, he says he was born there, although I think he probably came from Idaho or somewhere.
Pluto, actually, you can't miss it. You make
Pluto.
you make a left.
Anyway.
Yeah, you make a left when you come in from the planets from the solar system. It's right there. Yeah, it's first stop in.
Okay.
Oh, my brother lived in New York, so I went there very well 10, 12 times, I think. So
Oh,
love it.
it's a good city.
Yeah, he lived in James Street.
Would you two guys like me to step out now, or do you go into the New York Love Fest? Or?
No, we'll have Roll on next week, and we'll do a whole love fest on New York then. So we'll be good. But yeah, so wait, his brother lived on J Street, so he was just saying. So yeah.
Yeah, there was James Street is meatpacking, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
So back in the days, it was meat,
Yep.
and it was the beginning of a cool industry there, with the Alexander McQueen store and stuff.
Yep.
I don't know how it's built now. So
Now that it's very trendy. So now the meatpacking is very trendy. So you'll have high-end hotels, bars, and restaurants. It's not what it used to be back in, like when I was a kid in the 1860s. but it was that and whatnot, right? It's over the last 20 years, it's changed.
Yeah.
So everything's
Again,
changed in New York. They've gentrified even up into Harlem. You know, you'd be at a point where you wouldn't go past like 115th Street. Now they've got penthouses all the way up to 127th Street and these magnificent buildings. So, which is great, but I feel bad for the people that they're pushing out. So I'm not sure what they're doing with them. So, but yeah, so New
okay,
York is still growing.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so is your wallet by the sound of it, Stephen, because I think you got another two New Yorks into that.
Dude, I can now fill that cup of coffee the cup I got at Starbucks now with coffee. So I'm very excited.
There you go. There you go. That's
Actually,
paying.
there's no Starbucks anymore in New York. It's all Dunkin' Donuts. Thank God. Love Dunkin'
Oh
Donuts.
yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, it used to be, well, there are some, but it used to be there was a Starbucks in every corner, literally, because they didn't want you to cross the street. And now what's happened is it's the Dunkin' Donuts on every corner. And I'm like, oh, love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I think they put crack in it, but there's something about the Dunkin' Donuts coffee that's like, you just can't stop drinking it. So,
Actually,
Well,
I
I'm glad you added that to the crack statement, Stephen, because
Ooh.
you got a lot of corporate lawyers from Starbucks queuing up to refute that remark. I think. Anyway.
no, that was Dunkin'
Um,
Donuts. So, but
oh,
Sander was showing us his Harley Davidson, so we should take a look at that.
well, actually,
yeah,
it's an American police motorcycle
Oh, pretty.
from
yeah.
the 50s, I think.
Okay.
It's not mine.
Oh,
There you go.
Just to pay the rent here.
Yeah, life's a bitch, and somebody else buys the motorbike. Yeah. So, so it sounds like back just quickly then back to your mum. So, is she a hard act to follow? Your mother with her painting, or was she sort of thrilled that you picked up the brushes?
Well, yeah, I think so. We never spoke about that in that way, but yeah, I think so. It was our family thing. I think there was always a gallery, a studio in our room, in our house. So yeah, we never spoke about it, but I think she loves it. Hopefully,
Yeah, yeah.
and is mom still alive?
yes, for sure. Yeah,
Very cool. And is
life.
she happy with your transition from an actor to an artist?
Well, yes, because now she sees me and I'm happy, and then back in the days I wasn't very happy. So
Gotcha.
definitely,
So
yeah.
would you say, so you would be a starving artist? I mean, we'll just assume you made lots of money as an actor over 15 years, but as an artist, you're a starving artist, so to speak. Still, like, are people buying your work?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
buying, but it can go better. I think I made a lot of things, and a lot of paintings. I painted over it again.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but I wasn't happy with it, and so I made a bunch of paintings, and then I discovered something else. There was the method of Herschel from 1942, I think, photography method with a bunch of chemicals and the UV light. And after that, I took the middle part. That was the screen prints of an overhead machine paper, see through. And then I began to make something like Andy Warhol. I was a big fan of Andy Warhol. So I will show you. These are the printed. You see the glimmer and the shining.
Oh, very pretty.
Yeah.
So that was a sort of half fabricate. I don't know how you say that, but something like that. And then I began to paint on the back and on the front. So this red is on the back of the papers,
Okay.
the plastic things, and on the front. So there's all squares of 20 by 20 centimeters, and then these are the
Oh,
these
that's very
are
nice.
Herschel things, the photography methods.
Okay.
So
And
from there,
so the people are picking up on those. People are purchasing those from you, or because those are pretty cool stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I sold a bunch of them. The guns.
Yeah.
Of course, you probably sold them to everybody in Texas and the U.S. So
Well, no, not the US. The US, no, no, actually, Holland, and
okay,
Germany.
very nice.
Yeah. All the peace-loving countries.
That's right.
Yeah,
All the people that can't have guns.
Yeah.
So,
exactly. Yeah.
so now what else? So do you have like, are you working on something or do you have like 20 paintings or pieces that you're selling? And then are you making, like the gun apparently sounds like it's almost, I don't like a lithograph or something because it sounds like you're making many of them. And then do you have originals as well? So there's like the
Oh,
Sophia Loren that you just showed, I'm assuming is an original.
these are only originals.
Okay. So do you make a gun for everybody who wants one then? Or is that like a, oh, really? So everything's almost to order then?
Unique or unique.
Very
Unique.
nice.
Yeah.
So, Sander, so what? A bit of a strange question to ask, but what do you mean by unique then? Because you've already
There's only
made
one
that
made.
one. Yeah, but you've already made the gun. And if I say I'd like to have a gun, would not be exactly the same as the one you just shown us? There'll be
No,
some sort of
because of
nuance
the.
in that.
Well, I'll show you the texture. Maybe I'm gonna do it like this. I don't know if you.
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. So
but
these.
that's a different gun to the one that was framed, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is the Walter PPK.
Okay.
Okay,
For the James Bond fans.
Yeah.
Yes.
So all the spots and marks, they're all different. I cannot make the same of them. So
Okay.
then you have to make a photograph of it and print it or something. But
okay.
I'm not.
So although they on the outside they look similar, when you actually get into the art itself, they
Yeah.
are fundamentally different. And are
Yeah, and
you signing these in limited editions or doing limited run?
Oh yeah, only unique pieces.
He's
Yeah.
only doing one, David. It sounds like he does one. So if you want like the Sophia Loren, there's one. And if I
Yeah.
want it, and if they want a gun, it won't be that little 38 from before. It may be the Walter PPK, or it could be whatever. So everything is unique to what he does.
Okay.
Yeah. So I make
Okay.
it.
I thought there were just slight changes from one as they were produced again. There were slight changes in the image, but that's not what you meant, Sander. You meant
No.
this is it, just the one.
Well, it's like this. I'm working on one particular thing to do. So a genre photography.
Okay.
This is another genre. This is
Very pretty.
with scratching with charcoal,
Hmm.
and there are relief pieces underneath it, like little Mickey Mouse and stuff, that kind of stuff. So there's a big piece.
Very cool.
And
So what would a piece like that go for? If somebody sees this and says, I want to have that piece, what would that go for?
this one is 2,800.
2,800 okay, euros.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a reasonable price.
Sure. That's a beautiful piece of work.
Thank you. Thank you. So that was the other thing I did with that one and that piece. And let me see. This one with the Nikes on it, and I don't know if you see the Nikes.
Oh, there they are. Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Also this piece and that piece. These are different. That piece and these. So I have to exhibit those ones because I never did. But I made them, I think, 2 years ago and 1 year ago. So I'm not that good in marketing, you see.
Like I said, you're on Two Old Farts Making Noises, and our 12 global fans will help you market. It's a great thing. It's why people come on the show. We take you from wherever you are to mediocrity, just like that. So,
Or quicker.
or quicker than that. Yes.
Yeah.
But no, we have fans that love this stuff. So
hopefully, if people are listening to this on the podcast, then they can get onto the website, which is www.twooldfarts foppele.vip, and hopefully we'll be able to show some of the art that Sander has been showing us around today. That's just for the a little bit extra bonus for the people from the podcast to come off that and get on the website and have a look at it. But
Cool.
hey, that's
Yeah. And then, like I said, depending on if you want, David likes when I do this. The link below can actually link your artwork for sale. So some of the people may actually like that idea. They may be like, ooh, and they can run it as an auction. So this show will be on, and then your artwork will run for a week. So if anybody wants to buy any of Sander's artwork, down below is where you want to go. They make wonderful holiday gifts. So there you go.
Do it.
You have to buy it now. So
right
now, I have a question. The gold piece behind you, what is that exactly? I've been noticing that when you've been walking around.
No, that's a surprise, Stephen.
That's a what?
Heated polyvinyl
Oh, okay.
with the gold leaf on it.
Okay.
So I'm working on these for the couple of previous months.
Okay.
And getting it in my fingers, and now I'm that far that I can sell them.
Okay.
So they're already in the gallery in Vught, in the south of Holland.
Okay.
Royal Rebels from Loan Galleries, and they're going good. So, but these are my new works. And they change in the lights.
Oh, very pretty.
Yeah. And Sander, what sort of price are they then? As a guesstimate?
Very good prices. Very good prices. This one goes for $695.
Okay.
$695. Okay.
It's about 1,000 US. Well worth it.
What sort of size are they?
US, yeah.
So, Sander, what sort of sizes are they then? Because they're on the wall, we can't really see.
40 by 50 centimeters. I don't know how that is in inches.
We'll figure it out. We have technology.
That's beautiful.
This is I think 1 meter by 80 centimeters, something like that.
So a meter's 3 feet. So we can help people out there. So we're good.
Yeah. So. Well, I'm sure our global audience will be able to Google it and find out what the
Well,
difference
40, just so really quick, 40 centimeters, 15 inches. So there you go. There you have it.
Also,
that's beautiful.
In colors.
That is beautiful. Now, what would that go for?
This one is 1,095.
Very nice. So they're actually priced very well they're gorgeous.
Yeah, the price for real. I think so too. Yeah, I don't want to overprice it because somebody who wants art at his wall, not everybody has 10 grand.
Right.
So I didn't have it when I was young. Still haven't. So yeah, I don't want it to be extraordinarily high. I don't think that's cool to do. So my prices are a little low, maybe too low. What do you think?
I think, and it's kind of funny, I think as I collect art, so I think the prices are spot because it lets everybody, whether you're a billionaire or a normal person, be able to afford your art and say, I have a Sonder piece, instead of being like so-and-so and say, oh, you're spending $500,000 to $1 million on a piece and 6 people that have it. And to me, art should be appreciated. So like all the art we have is out and it's hung and it's this and it's that. So to me, it should be out for people. So I'm very much into, let's put the art out so people can appreciate it. And the fact that it's priced fair, I guess is the best way to put it. It reminds me of what Banksy did about 5 years ago in New York. He was there as a fake artist, remember? And he was selling his drawings for like $20.
Yeah.
So it's the same type of thing. He wants everybody to have it. And I think that's what you're doing. And I think that's commendable and wonderful, where some of these artists price themselves out of, for lack of a better term, normal people, or like the 20-year-olds that are just getting into the workforce, but they like it. But they're like, oh my God, $10,000 that's whatever. But for, say 1,000 to 2 or 3, they're like, I can handle that type of thing. So I like the fact that it's priced well and it's gorgeous stuff. So
Yeah, I think
I'm surprised it's not selling like hotcakes.
yeah, I think those meter wide things, if you've got your apartment or you bought your house or whatever, and you just want to add that pop into the room for that amount of money, that and you put that like as a fixture
Yep.
in your room, it just looked fabulous. And I was surprised because I'm not a great gold fan as such. A lot of it can be very kitsch, but but I think it really worked for me because obviously because of the way that it's sort of crinkled, then you get all the difference in the light and everything, and that
Exactly.
really gives it some wonderful texture. And
Yeah.
and the one was almost as if looked as if it was dipped, the darker coloured one. Can we have a look at that again, Sander? Because that was you
Yeah.
zipped past that pretty quick. That was the one that Steve got really excited about.
That is a
It,
beautiful piece.
is
It
that
looks
dipped,
dipped.
or
No.
did you stop, or is it a two-color process, or?
Yeah. Just tape. I taped it.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
So I painted it when it was not wrinkled. So that's why it's all not really flat. You see
yeah,
you see like
Right.
this, and it's of course not flat. So I taped it and painted it and then changed it via heat. So
yeah,
Very nice. I like
yeah,
that a lot. I will tell
yeah,
you my favorite. That's one of my favorites, but my favorite so far is the charcoal one that has Mickey Mouse as the Easter egg in it. That's my favorite piece.
the
I like everything, but that one, I think I like the size. I like the brightness of
yeah.
it. That's a beautiful piece.
Can
thing.
Sander, can we go back to that one because you zipped by that pretty quick. I don't know if
The
you're going to
Mickey
get it.
piece. That one
The,
over there, the Mickey.
the
Yeah,
Mickey Mouse one.
the one that has the Mickey hidden Easter egg.
I don't know if I can change my camera view.
If not, that's okay.
No, that's the
We're
camera's
just
good.
enjoying it. Yeah.
You're in the studio. That's why people are watching it. They want to see you work.
See, that's a beautiful piece to me. That's just striking. I think it's the color as well. And there's Mickey. You can see him right there. He's right
Yeah.
there. He is. There you go.
Oh, he's everywhere.
But that's the most pronounced. That's just to me very, very cool. That is one of those things that's like an OBTW. And oh, by the way, you walk by it and you're like, did I just see something? And then you go back.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, it's pretty big. It's this
yes.
one is yeah, in
So
inches.
I'll figure it out. You tell me.
I'm 180, so this is 2 meters by 130.
So it's 6 feet by, let's see, by 51 inches. So it's it's 6 feet by 3.
Yeah, and these are 275 by 130.
Okay. And then what's the Easter egg in that one? Oh, Mickey again. Very cool. Okay. Very, very cool.
Mickey and the Rio statue.
Gotcha. I see the
And
Rio statue. Very nice. And
diamonds.
there's Mickey,
And
and I gotta have diamonds.
gotta have diamonds. Yeah,
Gotta have diamonds. That's crazy. Why wouldn't you have diamonds? Come on.
yeah,
So
exactly.
that's
So,
beautiful.
you gotta have snake. You gotta have
Yeah.
snake in the room.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Sander, it's a
That's
bit
now.
of a
Now,
bit of a
Sandra,
crack.
can you ship this? And I'm assuming yes, you can ship this anywhere in the world, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 2,800 euros plus shipping, or for the Mickey in the background. So
Yeah.
there you go.
But shipping is not that heavy, so I don't know if that counts. But it's
Are
not
you
that
shipping it in a? You're going to ship it in a wooden crate, I would assume.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That beautiful.
So,
I like it.
but these are my recent works, and yeah, I started this because flat work. I really don't like flat work anymore because life ain't flat. My life was full of depression, cancer, all kinds of stuff, and so you need a little bump for brilliance in life. So anyone can be gold, and that's a little thing I want to share with the people. Anyone can be gold. So
like that.
doesn't matter what you had in life from diseases or other shit. Just stand up, pick up life, and go forward.
I agree. That's a nice message, and that's a beautiful piece to have that message with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandra, the one thing that would that's maybe a bit crass for me, but does your work all have different names? I mean, because like if somebody says, "Oh, I'm interested in that one that looked like that color wherever." I mean, how are
Yeah.
the people going to find the stuff? Have we when we present it for you? They want to have different names or?
Well, my website isn't that up to date. That this one is over there. Well, no, that is not. But the rest is has names. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Gold
and of course
Brilliance
we're
one.
gonna put all those details down here, obviously.
As David
Okay.
likes to say, it'll all be down. It'll all be down there. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna start promoting you now. It'll be easier that way. There you go. You don't have to do anything. David's got this under control.
I have these also in those plexiglass boxes, you know,
Okay.
on the wall, or put it in the cupboard or something.
Very nice.
So, speaking of old farts,
Oh, David's speaking of you apparently.
Is he talking
So-
about me again?
I think so. Oh, look at that's funny. That I like. That's adorable.
or not?
That
Yeah.
is too funny.
The old troll.
Yep. That's cute. Now wait, is he for sale?
Yeah, of course.
And,
Yeah.
and how much is the troll? Because you know somebody's going to see the troll and they're going to want to buy
Oh,
a troll.
let's have a close up of the troll, Sunday, because like Steve says, somebody's going to want that, even if it reminds him of Madonna.
Wait, I'm gonna pick it up and put it a little bit more in the light.
No worries. You know what they say, step away from the light. I'm just saying. So, all right, here we go. We're going to see the troll. Let's do a close up of the troll. Oh, look at him. Look at this guy. That is so cute. Yep. That's something you definitely put in your place.
An absolute one-off.
That
Yeah,
is
one-off.
adorable.
Yeah, you're not going to branch off into Smurfs or do anything.
I'm gonna do a lot of those with different hair, and so there are gonna be a lot of them.
Very cool.
I hope.
And how much is a troll? And how much will the troll go for?
It's $4.95.
That's not bad. €495, about 600 US.
Yeah,
And it'll be just one of one.
one of one.
That's amazing. See, that's what I'm saying. Everything's greatly priced, and you get one of one. And it's not that you're not an unknown, but it's an up and coming artist, even though you're well known for something else. And in 10 years, your $495 could be worth, $10,000 or $20,000, and that's how you have to look at it. But when I started to collect, a friend of our family said, when you buy art, you buy something that touches you, and if it goes up, great, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. So that's been my mantra, and it's worked out well for me. Like, stuff's always gone up, but it's like I like that. I don't buy it as an investment, and I think that's the difference between the people that are selling their artwork for $1 million and the artists like yourself that are saying, "Listen, I want everyone to have my artwork." So at some point, if it goes up, great. And if it doesn't, at least you get to enjoy it for, 20, 30, 50, 100 years, whatever it is. And your family can enjoy it when you pass. I think that's important.
Nice words. Nice words.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Thank you.
what I mean.
But unfortunately, like most things, Sunday, you have to wait until you're dead, and then it'll be worth a shitload of money.
Yeah. So yeah, that's true. When I can buy my sandwich at Dunkin' and Donuts, then it's okay.
Next time he's in New York, he'll be like, I can buy a sandwich at Dunkin' Donuts with coffee.
Yeah.
I've made it. So
Yeah.
your stuff is phenomenal. And like, as you do more stuff, we would love to have you back. And show us what you've got going on, because this is beautiful.
Nice surprise for you today.
This makes my whole day. And I'm hoping it makes all our fans' days too.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, this is beautiful stuff.
Thanks,
I
man.
like it.
Like we said at the intro, Sandra, the idea of this is to keep it as open as possible. Because a lot of people say to us, well, we don't want to come on the show unless we know what all the questions are. Well, we don't know what the questions are, and we sure as hell don't know what we don't know.
We don't even know where we're at, let alone the questions.
Yeah. So Steve, just before we came on today, Steve said, "I don't know anything about this guy." I said, "Well, that's a good start then. That's a
Yep.
good
Yeah.
start to the show." And you haven't let us down. We've seen some fabulous stuff today,
Yep.
and a mixture of stuff. And just hey, well, it'll be Murphy's law, of course, that all the things you hate doing, like those wonderful big paintings, they'll be the ones that people want to buy now, forcing you back with a paintbrush in your hand.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now I use my paintings as a cover for something else.
That's
Some
awesome.
paintings I hate, of course, but that's I think that every artist has that. So yeah.
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 Are you allowed to are you allowed to swear like that with your mother's not around then if you're saying I hate art? Because obviously your mother was a canvas painter as well.
Well, if I hate art,
Yeah.
No,
what the
you said
question?
You
you
said
hated art.
art on canvas, you said.
Oh yeah, I'm done painting on canvases. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, when I hadn't enough money, I painted these on IKEA curtains because I
Yeah.
didn't have any money.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
now is that Mickey on an IKEA curtain? It's just wrapped
Yeah,
around the wood. That is awesome.
there was a boring white curtain.
Wow. That is really awesome. I like that. That to me, this is a phenomenal piece.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that. That's very
And
cool.
we always say to people as well, like people are interested in art, but they're fascinated in the production of it and why it all happened, and that's why I think it's great. And we're privileged to have a chance to look around your studio today, because that makes a lot of difference for people watching this. Bummer for all the people on the podcast. Um, you know, get onto the YouTube channel, two old farts making noises, and have a look at some of the stuff. Yeah, or go onto the website, www.205.vip, and check out some of the imagery we're going to put up, and a link, of course, to Sonder's website. But yeah, it's the nuts and bolts that people seem to love. Um,
yeah,
and it would be fascinating when you start to do all those, the characters, the
The
Smurfs,
trolls.
trolls,
Yep.
whatever you're going to do.
Smurfs. They're not the
We
Smurfs. They're the trolls. Smurfs are
Yeah,
blue.
I said earlier on, I said, well, maybe we move on from trolls because there's not a lot of trolls around. Maybe you move on to Smurfs in Holland
Right.
because there's enough of those. Um, but just the process of producing that would they make great little films, great little shorts. So
Yep.
bear that in mind when we come off the show today. We'll give you a couple of ideas as to how we can help you with that, because they get
great.
great views and people are just absolutely fascinated.
Yeah.
Like, here it is, and this is what it's become.
Yeah,
A bit like Stephen and I's life, really. But there you go.
There you go. So, but no, this
all right.
is this is the best surprise today so far. So this is your artwork. I love it. So if
Thanks, guys.
yeah,
Really
I like it a
appreciate it.
lot.
Really
No,
appreciate it.
thank you for the time this morning or this afternoon, I should say. It was awesome.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
So
Stephen, you're in New York now, or
I'm in Austin, Texas. I go back and forth between New York and Austin.
okay?
Yeah,
Nearly went
just
there. Nearly went there in Austin.
nearly went there. Austin's an interesting town for artists. In fact, Miss Wild does this stuff with us, and she's like an art curator here, so she promotes artists and whatnot. But New
Okay.
York, the reason I like New York is because in New York, you don't need, not that I'm taking anything from Miss Wild, but you can literally just set up on a street corner and sell your wares, and people will
Yeah.
buy it. Where in Austin, not so much. Like you need a gallery or something. So New York still has that vibe where an artist, whether it's a guy that no one's ever heard of, or if you will, Banksy, and everyone in between can sell their stuff on the street, and you don't know what you're getting until you get home, type of thing. So, and
Yeah.
that's why I like it. And your stuff's phenomenal. So I'm hoping that our fans, with the links below, purchase some art from you because it's really cool. So,
Hope so. Hope so.
so do we. So, well,
yeah,
thank you so much. We'd love to have you back. So, as you do
yeah.
more
Well,
stuff, please let us
I
know.
will
Now
be
we've
back.
got the YouTube and the Zoom and all the other stuff we've figured out. There you go.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my
Let's do
favorite.
the
What are you
online.
kidding?
You have to turn
Online.
him around, Tondo. We have to turn him around so we can see his head, see the face.
There you go. Hold on. Let me zoom in on this.
Uh,
There you
There
go.
we
How
go.
adorable is that? That is adorable. That
Yeah,
is very cool. That's cool. Love that.
I'm not that kind of cameraman that.
Neither am I. Think a little. I'm just pushing buttons. David gave me this thing. I get to push a lot of buttons. I have no idea what happens. That's why I keep seeing my hand do this. So
Yeah.
it works well. So I'm sure I could do it another way. But oh yeah, I could.
Yeah.
Look at that. I can do it. You can't see my hand now. Oh, look what I learned. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So well, we're gonna let Sander go because he's probably got things to do other than talk
Yeah.
to two old farts. But Sander, stay on after we say goodbye. Love the art. Thank you so much for your time today. And everybody, we'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Cheers.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.